Michelle Obama is celebrating her husband Barack's 63rd birthday. On Sunday, August 4, the former First Lady shared an Instagram post featuring a photo of the couple working together to push a large boulder, surrounded by stone, during a trip. "Happy birthday to the love of my life Barack Obama," Michelle captioned the post. "Here's to weathering all of life's storms and moving mountains together." She also posted the same photo on X. In the comments section of the Instagram post, many people extended their birthday wishes to the former president, including Chelsea Handler, Cynthia Bailey, and Debbie Mazar. Over a week before his birthday, the former president and First Lady expressed their support for Democratic presidential candidate and current Vice President Kamala Harris, following Joe Biden's decision to withdraw from the presidential race. The Harris campaign released a video on Friday, July 26, showing the couple calling Harris and endorsing her candidacy. "I can't have this phone call without saying to my girl Kamala, I am proud of you. This is going to be historic," Michelle said in the video, as Barack added, "Michelle and I couldn't be prouder to endorse you and do everything we can to get you through this election and into the Oval Office." In the full transcript of the phone call obtained, Barack advised the presidential hopeful that she must earn not just the nomination but earn the trust of folks all across this country to be elected in November, as she faces competition from former President Donald Trump. The Obamas, who celebrated their 31st wedding anniversary last October, have two daughters, Malia and Sasha. At a fundraising event with Joe Biden and Jimmy Kimmel at Los Angeles' Peacock Theater on June 15, the former president responded to the late-night host by saying his daughters will never be president. "That is a question I do not need to answer, because Michelle drilled into them so early that you would be crazy to go into politics," Barack responded. "It will never happen." During the June event, he referred to his daughters as powerful young women who have carved out their own paths since he left the White House in 2017. Malia has been pursuing a career in the entertainment industry, while Sasha graduated from the University of Southern California with a degree in sociology in May 2023. On the other side, on Friday, July 26, Barack and Michelle Obama endorsed Kamala Harris for president, showing their support for the Democratic candidate as she moves closer to securing her party's nomination. In a video released by the Harris campaign on Friday morning, the vice president answers a phone call and is greeted by the former first couple. "Hi, you are both together," Harris exclaims. "Oh, it's good to hear you both. I can't have this phone call without saying to my girl Kamala, I am proud of you. This is going to be historic," Michelle says in the video. Barack adds, "Michelle and I couldn't be prouder to endorse you and do everything we can to get you through this election and into the Oval Office. I just want to tell you that the words you have spoken and the friendship that you have given over all these years mean more than I can express," Harris says. "And we are gonna have some fun with this too, aren't we?" In a full transcript of their call obtained by People, the Obamas expressed their optimism for a Harris administration, citing her positivity and record of inclusion. "We are gonna be underdogs, you know, and you are gonna have to continue, as you said, to earn not just the nomination but earn the trust of folks all across this country," Barack said. "But knowing you as we do, we are absolutely confident that you are gonna be able to make it happen. We have got to work now. All of us, you know," Michelle added. "It's time to stop wringing our hands. It's time to stop complaining. It's time for us to rally around you, your candidacy. This is not on you. It's not just on you and Doug. It's on all of us." The Obamas also released a separate statement on Friday morning, elaborating on their decision. "We agree with President Biden. Choosing Kamala was one of the best decisions he's made. She has the resume to prove it," the statement reads. "But Kamala has more than a resume. She has the vision, the character, and the strength that this critical moment demands." It continues, "There is no doubt in our mind that Kamala Harris has exactly what it takes to win this election and deliver for the American people. At a time when the stakes have never been higher, she gives us all reason to hope." When Joe Biden announced on July 21 that he was ending his re-election campaign and endorsing Harris for the role instead, President Obama swiftly issued a statement praising Biden's leadership. However, he did not address Harris' candidacy, unlike other prominent figures such as Bill and Hillary Clinton, who quickly released statements strongly endorsing the vice president. "Joe Biden has been one of America's most consequential presidents, as well as a dear friend and partner to me," Barack wrote. "Today we have also been reminded again that he's a patriot of the highest order. I believe that Joe Biden's vision of a generous, prosperous, and united America that provides opportunity for everyone will be on full display at the Democratic Convention in August," the former president added. "And I expect that every single one of us are prepared to carry that message of hope and progress forward into November and beyond." President Obama was a strong supporter of his former running mate's re-election campaign, describing Biden as the kind of president I want during a candidate at a Democratic fundraiser in March. The reason why I originally selected Joe Biden to be my vice president, the reason that I think he was one of the best vice presidents we've ever had, and the reason why I think he has been an outstanding president is because he has moral conviction and clarity, he said. But he's also willing to acknowledge that the world is complicated, and that he's willing to listen to all sides in this debate and every other debate and try to see if we can find common ground. The Obamas were among the few high-profile Democrats who had not yet publicly endorsed Harris. They now join a growing list of party leaders supporting her campaign, including former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, and House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries. On the other side, Michelle Obama is one of the most trusted voices in the country. With her 2 terms as First Lady and her published books on personal growth, her advice is highly regarded by her supporters. In a recent appearance on the Moments That Make Us podcast with Melinda French Gates, Michelle discussed raising her daughters and shared an extra strict rule she implemented to help them develop into independent individuals. Michelle revealed that it was a priority for her to raise her daughters to be independent individuals, regardless of their parents' achievements. I had to raise them to be stand-up young people on their own, especially as the daughters of a former president, she said. I never felt my job was to create mini-MEs, or create people who were going to live out some brokenness in me or fill some hole or to be my friend. Then she shared one of her favorite parenting lines. As my girls joke, I always said my favorite line was, I am not one of your little friends. Michelle has also talked about the evolving experience of raising her daughters as they grew older, which is quite different from raising them as young girls. In an episode of her podcast The Light, featuring Hoda Kotb as a guest, she explored how her role as a mother has changed and how this has influenced her relationship with her daughters. I am moving from mom-in-chief to advisor-in-chief, she said. That's a lovely thing to be able to watch my girls fly and have the relief that okay, I think I didn't mess them up. Obama shared the stage with Jimmy Kimmel and President Biden. When Kimmel, 56, asked which of his daughters might make a better president, Obama responded decisively, saying that neither Malia nor Sasha would ever run for office. That is a question I do not need to answer because Michelle drilled into them so early that you would be crazy to go into politics, he said. It will never happen. President Biden called in and described Malia and Sasha as powerful young women, highlighting the impressive paths they have chosen outside the political arena. Malia Obama has carved out a path in the entertainment industry. She showcased her emerging talent at the Sundance Film Festival in January with a short film she wrote and directed called The Heart. Under the name Malia, her film explores the poignant story of a man grappling with his mother's death and an unusual request she left in her will. This project marks a significant milestone in her artistic journey, following her previous work as a staff writer on the Amazon Prime thriller series Swarm. Michelle Obama's advice to her daughters guides them away from the turbulent world of politics and encourages them to forge their own unique paths. The former First Lady's influence is evident in their career choices and the significant impact they are making in their respective fields, far from the political arena. Like, share, and subscribe.